Hi everybody and welcome to Heel Heat. This is our Ring of Honor show of the week. My name is George Coles and let's jump right into it. We have one match from Ring of Honor this week. The Champions vs. All-Stars from, I believe it was Glory by Honor. The All-Stars are Caprice Coleman and Cedric Alexander, the CNC Wrestle Factory, Jay Lethal, and Michael Elgin. All the number one contenders for the respective belts in Ring of Honor versus the Tag Team Champions, Kyle O'Reilly and Bobby Fish, Red Dragon, the TV Champion Adam Cole, the TV Champion Matt Taven, and the World Champion Adam Cole. We'll get right into it. The fact the actual match is about an hour and 15 minutes, so there was some cut. There were some rough edits during the show, and every time they did that, they made it a point to say, you could go to ringofhonor.com, buy the pay-per-view, and watch the entire thing. I'm not angry about that at all. I knew that there would be time constraints, especially when a match is longer than the show is. I wish they would have edited it more so the edits happened during the commercials, so you didn't notice it as much. Just a little gripe in an overall excellent show. Much like the first Champions vs. All-Stars match, it was an elimination match, which is kind of funny, coming out within about a week of Survivor Series, that they basically have a Survivor Series match. And we'll go through the order of elimination. Cedric Alexander gets eliminated first, followed by Caprice Coleman, giving the champions a 4-2 lead. Then Kyle O'Reilly, then Jay Lethal. Now, once Jay Lethal was gone, there was a 3-1 advantage. We had Matt Taven, Bobby Fish, and Adam Cole versus Michael Elgin. And then he eliminates them in that order. Matt Taven first, Bobby Fish second, Adam Cole third. It was the first time Bobby Fish has been pinned in Ring of Honor, which is very interesting. I didn't even realize that myself. A couple cool spots where O'Reilly and Cole did some of their tag team moves from Future Shock, and Bobby Fish seemed to be upset a bit. Outlaw Inc. came in to try attack Red Dragon, which further gets their story going. All in all, just an amazingly good matchup. I said it, I believe it was last week's show, that the Roderick Strong versus Paul London match was the match of the year in Ring of Honor. This is very, very close. I believe they're both from the same show. So go out and look for that show and buy that show, because just those two matches alone make it worth the $20 purchase or whatever it is. $10. I don't even know what the price on it is, to be honest with you. I haven't looked. But it's definitely worth it just for these two matches. I mean, if they did this in the Survivor Series and actually gave us a match of this quality, and it took up an hour and 15 minutes, I think the WWE would find that they would be more successful than giving us the comedy elimination matches and the 30 to 45 minute championship matches with outcomes that pretty much everybody already knows. But this served its purpose. Adam Cole got 3 eliminations. Michael Elgin looked like an absolute monster, thus forth setting Elgin versus Cole. I believe they're going to do it at Final Battle with a third entrant who came after the match. Jay Briscoe debuted his Briscoe title, which is basically a camouflage title with his new shirt logo on the belt, and decked both guys in the head, Cole and Elgin, saying that he's the real world champion because he was never beat for it. All in all, really great, excellent show. I've been saying this since the beginning of Ring of Honor's television show, or since the beginning of us covering that. I like that they have this format, and one of the things I really like about Ring of Honor is the long form wrestling match. They're not afraid to go an hour. They're not afraid to go more than an hour. You know, in an age where everybody goes from YouTube clip to YouTube clip to meme to, you know, every little thing, it's so fast, so rapid, people are willing to change the channel. They're willing to stay and say, this is an art, you're going to want to watch this. It kind of reminds me, and in a way of something like Lord of the Rings, where most movies are an hour and a half, 2 hours long at the max. Lord of the Rings comes in, no apologies, we're 3 hours long. The movies are good enough that you're going to watch all 3 hours. Kind of what Ring of Honor does. Most wrestling matches, even the long ones, are 20 minutes. Ring of Honor comes in and goes, we're going to throw an hour match on. You're going to watch it, you're going to love it. Because that's how good our talent is, and that's how good our promotion is. Absolutely amazing show. They've been knocking it out the box. I think it's the best wrestling show on American television, bar none. But let's get right back into our ratings. Now, if you've seen our show in the past, you know we have a 1 to 5 scale. 1 being the worst, 5 being the best. I don't think I have to tell you that this one's a solid 5. All the way across the board. Enjoyed the match, enjoyed the angle with Jay Briscoe at the end, enjoyed the little instances of interference. The Hoopla Hotties got involved at one point, knocking Jay Lethal through a table, Outlaw Inc. jumping the rail. I thought everything about this show was absolutely amazing. I thought this was what an elimination tag team match should look like. WWE should be watching, taking notes, getting this video. But basically, that's all I gotta say. It's a 5 out of 5. Really solid Ring of Honor show, as always. They're hitting on all cylinders right now. It's a shame that they're not universally on all over the country and at a set time so people can watch it at that time. However, you can go to ringofhonor.com if you don't get it. And every Thursday, they release the last week's show. I'm recording this on a Thursday. I've had a busy week, so I haven't got a chance to actually sit down and watch it till today. But you can go today and actually watch this if you haven't. Basically, that's all I have to say about that. My name is George Coles, and this has been another Heel Heat show.